duplicate ballots. We got to examine 100 of them. It's a very, very small sample. But guess what? We found 2 ballots that were changed. One was changed from Trump to Biden. One was just taken away from Trump for no reason that we can find an explanation for. This is good news because those media propagandists who say there's no evidence of fraud can now shut up. The bad news is this looks like this election has been attempted to be stolen from President Trump.
And it looks like we're going to take it back. I'm joined by Kelli Ward, chairwoman of the Arizona Republican Party. She made that video, which was retweeted by the President of the United States. Hi, how are you? Good to see you tonight.
Hey, I'm doing great. We're fighting the fight because every single avenue to make sure that our elections have integrity will be taken, will be exhausted. We will not sleep. We will not quit. We will continue to the path to make sure that we save our republic.
And another positive step that the mainstream media are either ignoring or downplaying, dismissing. The Arizona Supreme Court will hear the case.
Yes, it is. Actually, about 2 minutes ago, just as I was getting ready to go on, the Supreme Court has said, basically agreed with the lower courts. But we are evaluating what we need to do. And if we need to, we will go all the way to the United States Supreme Court, because simply saying that there's some kind of deadline that doesn't exist, as you just heard from Jason, January 20th is the only date that matters, Inauguration Day. So we have time to be able to look at the evidence that's before us. As that video showed, we found evidence that votes were changed from one guy to the other, or just taken away from President Trump altogether. So we deserve to be able to look at those things that Arizona lets us have. We have paper backups. We have digital images of the ballots as they were cast. We have logs of who did what and when, but we simply haven't been able to look at them because these attorneys and these judges keep saying there's just no time. Well, there is time. And so we're going to keep pushing to whatever level we need to go to make sure that we are able to tell the voters of Arizona and the voters of the United States of America that our elections have integrity.
Can you say that again, though, at the start? 2 minutes ago, Supreme Court said they agree with the lower court. I don't think that's a good thing. And so we're going to have to fight this all the way up to the Supreme Court, right?
Oh, that's right. That's right. We're looking at it. We're looking at the whole reading because I haven't had a chance to even look at the reading. My attorney just sent me a text right before I came on and said they ruled exactly as we thought that they probably would. Same ruling as the lower court, that we don't have time and they don't see enough evidence of any kind of misbehavior. Even if there's human error in a race that has a 0.3% margin, you have to look for it because we have to make sure that the right guy, President Trump, in my opinion, gets those electoral votes so that we send the right person to the White House for the next 4 years. In my opinion, that is President Donald J. Trump.
Hey, what was the biggest problem? You mentioned some things in that video at the top, but the number one concern you have in Arizona, what didn't go, what wasn't kosher?
Well, there were so many things. I mean, yeah, it's basically innumerable. But for tonight, I will tell you that we were talking about the duplicated ballots. So the ballots that have some kind of damage or they can't be read by the machine for whatever reason. Those ballots are set aside and then a human from the elections department fills them in. They create a duplicate for the voter. Now, they're supposed to create it exactly as the voter created it himself or herself. However, we found a 3% swing for President Trump whenever we just looked at 100 ballots out of nearly 2 million. There are over 1.9 million early ballots, absentee ballots. 28,000 of them were duplicated. Over 200,000 of them were digitally adjudicated. We haven't been able to look at one ballot, not one, that was digitally adjudicated. So I wonder what we would find, and I wonder why people want to stop us from looking, because we need sunlight on this process. We've got millions of people in our own state and millions, tens of millions of people, over 80 million people who are questioning the results, the validity of this election. This is an American republic. We owe it to the people out there, the voters, the citizens of the United States, to do this right, to take our time, and to look at everything we have to be able to reassure them.
I totally agree. And I spent too much time in the military for Rahm Emanuel and Tom Perez and whoever else might have had a hand in swinging this thing the wrong way. By the way, I'm very fond of Arizona. I lived in Yuma, the southwest corner of the state, for 4 years. Not even on the map on my map, but right about there. It's a great, great place.
Hoorah. Sounds like a military placement. And my husband served for 33 years honorably in our military. We love our military. We love our freedom, and we're going to keep fighting for it.
Excellent. Yes, there's a big Marine base. That's where I served there. Hey, thank you very, very much, Kelli Ward. To be continued. You can sense the momentum. This is not over. I've been saying that for a long time, and I'm seeing the mainstream media start to sweat a little bit. They ain't seen nothing yet. We'll be right back, and thank you again, Kelli.
Thank you.
You bet.
Newsmax TV is now America's fastest growing cable news channel. We give you the real news you need. So subscribe to our YouTube channel and give us a thumbs up. If you like this video, share it with your friends. Newsmax TV streams live on YouTube for free. Newsmax TV, real news for real people.